So we went to Raw, expecting post-WrestleMania craziness, which there was. It was a very fun show. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. It was far from the greatest post-WrestleMania Raw I've ever seen, like far from it. It wasn't even close. But it was still a very good show overall. They had some surprises, way more on Raw than on SmackDown. So I'm glad we didn't go to SmackDown. The Hardy Boys title win was good. But the Raw one, the Raw one was way better. Aside from that, SmackDown was poop in terms of post-WrestleMania craziness. The crowd was rowdy, very energetic crowd, so I was happy about that. Glad you got to experience that. I was happy for the main event turning to shit, if only because you got to see how rowdy a crowd could be after WrestleMania. So if the crowd didn't turn on the show, you probably would have never been able to see it. So for that reason alone, it was pretty cool, but it was a pretty bad main event. But on the bright side, we got to see a Bray Wyatt promo. I think it's Bray Wyatt.
Oh my god, that was so fucking awesome.
That was cool. Lars Sullivan finally debuted, which was one of the highlights of the night for me, because we've been expecting that for a while now. The Undertaker showed up unexpectedly. I was not expecting that. I figured, Sullivan would show up, Sami Zayn would return, which he did, which was cool. They had a good match with Finn Balor. I was not expecting the Undertaker, so that was awesome. Him laying out Elias. We saw a Raw Tag Team title match. And some other cool shit too. The Shield, bowing out at the end of the show for Dean Ambrose's actual farewell. I feel bad for anyone who wasn't there to see that. It's on YouTube, but being there for that was really cool. That was a much better end of the night than what we got on TV with Dean Ambrose and the tag team match and all that other dumb shit. But it was a fun show. It was a really fun show with a lot of cool shit happening.
Yeah, I would say I keep watching back like those two moments, Lars Sullivan debuting, which was so fucking magical. I loved it. It was so cool. Just because like he's such an interesting character, and for him to go like MIA for a couple of months, like seeing his video, the network, and on like not UFC, I'm such an idiot, USA, and then all of a sudden seeing him in person, like, and hearing his music was awesome. That was definitely one of my favorite moments. But I would say my number one moment was the Undertaker showing up. That was fucking cool, especially with that line that Elias said. I feel like that's got to be some sort of like quote of the year. Like the next one, and the next superstar to interrupt me is a dead man, and all of a sudden you hear his music and the crowd just starts screaming. It was amazing. Lacey Evans finally got physical.
Oh yeah, that too. Yep.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I was the only one it was like you and me and like this other guy that was singing all the lyrics to her song that were cheering for her. That was about it. Just because I can't stand Becky Lynch. She's so annoying. But I would love to see another great matchup would be her, the lady, the Southern Belle versus the man. Like not your typical woman versus the typical like Southern Belle, very proper lady. Like that would be a really cool matchup. Very cool polar opposites. But that was interesting. The Bray Wyatt thing was really cool. I didn't film it. I know you did, but I just remember, like I told you, I remember watching it. I'm like, this can't be like part of a movie or part of a TV show. This has to be like a wrestling thing. Like this, like it was cool to finally see like a creepy, mysterious like video live and be a part of that for the first time. Like that, because I'd never seen something like that before on USA. Like usually you tell me about it and it's from like 5 years ago. Like, because again, I just started watching like not even a year ago. So that was really cool. And like watching it back on the train home and listening to all this, to all the music and seeing that, okay, that's definitely got to be his theme music turned into like a lullaby, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. It was really cool. I liked the show. I thought it was great. Sami Zayn being a dick was so funny.
That was amazing.
Everybody else was like cheering him on, and I know you were like, as soon as he goes, I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart, you were like this. You're like, here he goes, here it comes, and you're like filming it on your phone, and he's like, I did not miss any of this or any one of you, and we're all like, yay! It was so funny.
That was great. I don't know if we chanted "We are scumbags," but it was something along those lines, though.
We are toxic.
Is that what people chanted?
Yeah, it was toxic.
Oh, okay, that was funny. Yeah, no, the whole promo was great. Loves it.
Yeah, it was so funny. But another funny thing that happened was definitely during the main event. Top 3 things that happened. I know you hated one of them, but I was gladly doing it. the CM Punk chant. I know everyone hates that, but I think it's such a fuck you to the company that I thought it was so funny. Like, you're going to screw us over with a main event like this. Okay, fuck you, CM Punk. And then the AEW chants were also pretty funny. And I heard the Elite chant, and people were chanting, delete, delete for the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
But the best one was the beach ball moment. That was amazing. Like, Cesaro coming out into the crowd, taking a beach ball, going back to the ring, and crushing it.
He hates the beach balls.
It was so entertaining. And see, like, when we saw security, like, fucking Sonic run over to a guy with a beach ball and go to fucking demolish it, was so scary, but, like, funny at the same time.
Listen, I'm not a big... I'm of two minds on the whole beach ball thing. Sometimes I think it's stupid as fuck, and it just takes away from the show. And other times, the company gets what they deserve. No one gave two shits about Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston versus The Bar, because it made no sense, and it amounted to nothing, and nothing happened. There was no special swerve, return, debut, nothing. It wasn't even that great. So I feel bad for, like, the people in the match. But, I mean, again, it really depends on the match. It really does. Because that match, like I said, Drew and Reigns at WrestleMania, I feel like people should have given them more of a chance. The main event of Raw, no one gave a shit. They lost us at that point. They were like, okay, just take over the show because we're not going to give you what you want. So I really, that's on the company. The CM Punk thing I still think is stupid. I'm not saying I don't like CM Punk. I love CM Punk. But he's not coming back anytime soon. It just, I feel like it's a waste. But I did chant for AEW. It's funny. I thought the Elite thing was funny. I liked everything else, even the beach balls I was in favor of. So it goes back and forth with me, but I liked that overall. But it was a great experience and great atmosphere to be a part of for the post-WrestleMania Raw. But yeah, no, I thought it was a good time. That shit was awesome, and it was really, really funny. So hopefully next year we can go to Raw as well, and we can have a similar experience, if not even a better one.